Hello my viewers and welcome back to my channel. In a thought-provoking exploration, a palm color man takes us into the enigmatic history of the Khazarian Empire, revealing a complex web of deception, conquest, and cultural appropriation. With clarity and insight, he exposes the little-known narrative of a warrior people who masqueraded as Jews, wielding power and influence throughout history. From their origins as Khazar warriors to their strategic adoption of Judaism as a guise for conquest, he unravels the tangled threads of deception that have shaped our understanding of Jewish identity. So join me as we journey through the annals of history to uncover the truth behind the Khazarian Empire and its enduring impact on the world today. Prepare to challenge your assumptions and expand your understanding of the forces that have shaped our collective history. With that said, take a look at this video. I will be right back.
And when we start talking about the New World Order, we are not talking about these people at all. We're talking about these Khazar warriors that only pretended to embrace Judaism. And so today, we find that about 92% of the people who claim to be Jews really aren't. They don't have a drop of Semitic blood in their veins. They are Khazar warriors with a new bent on life and a goal to conquer, to rape, and to pillage. And that philosophy has come down over time, and we see how effectively they have implemented it throughout history. Now, when they pretended to embrace Judaism, they drew upon the real Jews for some education, and they used the Hebrew alphabet as phonics to codify their Khazar language. And so now we look at that language called Yiddish or Jiddish and find that it is not Hebrew. It only appears to be. Now these people have run into some trouble over time. In 965 AD, they were overrun by the Varganians, which was Swedish-ruled Slavic people. Varganian is the Russian word for Vikings. And they were militarily defeated, which curbed their expansionist philosophy for some time. And then in 1140, they were literally overrun by the Mongols for Kublai Khan and Genghis Khan. And they were driven down into Eastern Europe. Their monarch, the king, or Chagan as he was called, fled to Spain and Portugal. Now, because these folks were a darker skinned people with black hair and brown eyes, it was easier for them to fit in with the folks of Spain and Portugal and Italy and Sicily than they could other places where they stood out and looked markedly different. And they took a great deal of control, especially in Spain and Portugal. So much so that they were discovered in conspiracy because they worked together to get themselves, one of them, into a position of authority where that person can work in tandem with others to get more of their people in authority and positions of power, and working it up to where they're running the show and milking everybody else. After they fled down into Europe, there was one of them, a guy by the name of Meyer Amschel Bauerberg, who decided to enter into clandestine world government. Meyer Amschel Bauerberg used the symbol outside of his father's silversmith shop, a large red shield, as inspiration for an alias. And he went by the name of Rothschild. That's German language for red shield. Now Rothschild was born in 1743, and when he was in his late 20s, he formulated a financial enterprise with 12 other entrepreneurs with the dedication, with the interest and the intent of conquering everybody and everything. They were going to do it with fractional reserve banking. And that turned out to be a very successful tool. We found out about fractional reserve banking at the Bank of Amsterdam in 1610 when, like all fiat money inflations, it came to a roaring bust. And they learned from that and wanted to implement it wherever they could so that they could be the ones that benefited from that enterprise. Now, Meyer Amschel Bauerberg had 5 sons, and he took these 5 sons, and as they became of age, he sent them to foreign countries to operate not an independent banking system, but one in conjunction with the rest of their people. A system whereby Nathan, who went to London, and soon proved himself to be shrewd. There was one named Kalman who passed himself off as Carl, and I think he went to Amsterdam. Jacob called himself James in Paris. And we find that throughout the world, in 5 big locations, they had banking institutions that had a very clever idea. And if these people weren't so evil, it would have been easier to admire what they did. But
now, in his elucidation of the Khazarian Empire, the speaker takes us into a historical narrative that often remains obscured from mainstream discourse. He starts by challenging the conventional understanding of Jewish identity, asserting that a significant portion of those who claim Jewish heritage are not of Semitic descent, but rather descendants of the Khazarian warriors. Now, this provocative claim is supported by historical evidence that sheds light on the complex interplay of politics, religion, and identity in the medieval world. The Khazarian Empire, situated in the Caucasus region between the 7th and 10th centuries, was a multi-ethnic, multi-religious state that embraced Judaism as its official religion. Now, this strategic move allowed the Khazars to navigate the geopolitical landscape of the time, positioning themselves as a buffer between the Byzantine Empire to the west and the Islamic Caliphates to the east. By adopting Judaism, the Khazars not only differentiated themselves from their Christian and Muslim neighbors, but also gained access to the economic and intellectual resources of the Jewish diaspora. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Khazarian Empire's legacy is its impact on Jewish identity and culture. The speaker highlights how the Khazars, in their quest for legitimacy and power, appropriated Jewish religious symbols and traditions, including the Hebrew alphabet and language. Now, this cultural assimilation enabled the Khazars to assert their authority over the diverse populations within their empire, while also fostering a sense of connection to the broader Jewish world. However, as the speaker notes, the Khazarian Empire eventually faced challenges to its dominance. In 1965 AD, the Kievan Rus, under the leadership of Prince Sviatoslav of Kiev, launched a military campaign against the Khazars, ultimately leading to the downfall of their empire. Now, this pivotal moment in history marked the end of Khazarian rule and the dispersal of its people across Eurasia. The speaker's commentary offers a critical lens through which to re-examine the complexities of Jewish history and identity. By highlighting the Khazarian Empire's role in shaping the Jewish narrative, he invites us to question preconceived notions and look deeper into the intricacies of cultural and political exchange in the medieval world. Moreover, his discussion underscores the enduring legacy of the Khazars, whose influence continues to reverberate in contemporary debates surrounding Jewish identity and heritage. As we reflect on the insights provided by this speaker, it becomes clear that the story of the Khazarian Empire is not just a footnote in history, but a testament to the fluidity and complexity of identity in the human experience. By interrogating the intersections of power, religion, and ethnicity, we gain a deeper understanding of the forces that have shaped our collective past and continue to shape present reality. The decision of the Khazarian rulers to adopt Judaism as the state religion was a strategic move aimed at maintaining political independence and fostering diplomatic relations with neighboring powers. By embracing Judaism, the Khazars positioned themselves as a neutral entity between the Christian Byzantine Empire and the Muslim Caliphates. thus avoiding potential conflicts and gaining access to trade routes and cultural exchanges with both sides. The Khazarian Empire's adoption of Judaism had profound cultural and linguistic implications. The Hebrew alphabet was utilized as a basis for the Khazarian script known as Yiddish, which evolved into a distinct language spoken by Jewish communities across Eastern Europe. Now, this linguistic fusion reflects the synthesis of Khazarian, Hebrew, and other linguistic influences, underscoring the interconnectedness of diverse cultures within the empire. Following the collapse of the Khazarian Empire, its people dispersed across Eurasia, contributing to the cultural and genetic diversity of various regions. The Khazarian diaspora played a significant role in shaping the cultural landscape of Eastern Europe, particularly in areas such as Ukraine, Poland, and Russia, where Jewish communities flourished and made enduring contributions to art, literature, and scholarship. The history of the Khazarian Empire has been the subject of scholarly debate and controversy, with differing interpretations of its origins, nature, and legacy. Now, some historians argue for a more nuanced understanding of Khazarian identity, emphasizing the empire's multicultural and multi-ethnic character, while others question the extent of Khazarian influence on subsequent Jewish communities. The discussion of the Khazarian Empire resonates with contemporary debates surrounding Jewish identity and heritage. The speaker's exploration of the Khazarian legacy prompts reflection on the fluidity of identity and the complexities of historical narratives. In an era marked by globalization and cultural exchange, understanding the historical intersections of religion, ethnicity, and politics enriches our appreciation of the diversity and dynamism of human societies. The story of the Khazarian Empire offers valuable insights into the intricacies of medieval history and the interplay of religion, politics, and culture. By examining the legacy of the Khazars, we gain a deeper understanding of the complexities of identity formation and the enduring impact of historical events on contemporary discourse. Now, this story of the Khazarian Empire challenges us to reconsider conventional notions of identity and belonging. The Khazars' strategic adoption of Judaism underscores the fluidity of religious and ethnic affiliations, highlighting how individuals and communities throughout history have navigated complex social and political landscapes to assert their identity and agency. The Khazarian Empire's geopolitical positioning and diplomatic maneuvering offer insights into the dynamics of power and politics in the medieval world. By embracing Judaism as a means of asserting independence and fostering alliances, the Khazars exemplify the intricate interplay between religion, statecraft, and international relations. The Khazarian Empire's cultural and linguistic synthesis exemplifies the transformative power of cultural exchange and interaction. The fusion of Khazarian Hebrew and other linguistic elements gave rise to new forms of expression, communication, and identity, enriching the cultural landscape of Eurasia and shaping the development of subsequent Jewish communities. Engaging with the history of Khazarian Empire provides us with a broader historical perspective, illuminating the complexities of human experience and the interconnectedness of global civilizations. By critically examining the Khazars' legacy, we gain insights into the enduring impact of historical events on contemporary discourse and the ways in which narratives of the past shape our understanding of the present. We have finally come to the end of the video. Share your thoughts as well on this topic. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.